Good evening and welcome to Souhegan High School in Amherst, New Hampshire for our NHSportsPage.com Game of the Week. The Portsmouth Clippers and the Souhegan Sabres. Hi everybody, Pete Terrier along with our videographer John Cassidy. Big Division II game tonight. The 12-3 Clippers coming in to take on the 9-5 Souhegan Sabres. Close and personal look at Brandon Land. Haven't seen him in a while. Looking forward to seeing him tonight. Unfortunately for Portsmouth, no Ben Landry. Got hurt the other night in the win for Portsmouth. Not going to play tonight. They say it's only a sprain, so he should be back for the playoffs, but we'll miss him tonight, of course. We'll have the full highlights coming up. Be back to you with a little halftime conversation and then all the post-game reaction after this one. It's Portsmouth and Souhegan on NHSportsPage.com. Now gets to Len near midcourt. Len going left into the lane. Bounce pass down low. Kennedy puts it in and the foul. Gets to the right corner. Travis McDonald. McDonald kicks it out to Fenor. Now left side. LaHoo for three. And he knocks another one down. So Charlie LaHoo looking to run. Fenor, right side. Travis McDonald thought about the three. Shot on the baseline, a high hook shot. Little half hook. Gets it low block, stolen by Ford. Ford saves it in bounds, trying to throw it out of bounds off of Devin Wilson-Miles, but it went right into the hands of A.J. Hayes. Here's Simmons pulling up for three on the other end, and he rocks it through the hole, and it's 13-8. LaHoo still left side, throws across court Fenor, puts a fake on Hayes, goes towards the baseline, one-handed high arc goes. 15. Here's McDonald left side on the high post to Wilson-Miles. Nice move to the basket, scoring in the foul. Halftime here, Souhegan and Portsmouth, and it's been all Clippers, 27-11 at the break. I'm Pete Terrier, along with our videographer John Cassidy, NHSportsPage.com Game of the Week. 12-3 Portsmouth, they're looking like they're going to be 13-3 after tonight, as they are just putting a defensive clinic on against Souhegan. As I said, only 11 points at the half. They had 8 at the end of one quarter, so they only scored 3 points in the third quarter. And Portsmouth offensively, Travis McDonald, 8 points. You got Charlie LaHoo with a couple of threes in the first quarter. And you don't need to score a lot of points or light it up offensively when you can hold teams to 11 points at the break. We'll get more highlights of the second half coming up. I hope there's some highlights in this game. We expected it coming in. I think Souhegan has a run in them. We'll have to see how it shakes out. The post-game reaction afterwards. And I want to announce something new here, new feature for us on NHSportsPage.com. If you want to get the full game DVD with all the halftime and post-game coverage, including play-by-play of the entire game, all you got to do is send us an email, info@nhsportspage.com. It'll be a lot of fun, and if you're a coach, good scouting stuff. If you're a parent, you're a kid, a good keepsake. Take to the hole, no, LaHoo the rebound. Good thought, though, by Souhegan. Back the other way. McDonald goes to the basket. Offensive foul as Jake Len. Real tough defense by Fenor. Len working against Fenor in the lane. Hangs in the air. Got the basket, the foul, and the foul. LaHoo pass to Wilson-Miles across the lane. Travis McDonald for the finish. And picked up by Portsmouth. Wilson-Miles with him into the front court. Cross the lane pass. LaHoo hangs in the air. No. Follow shot by McDonald. 30-16 Portsmouth. And McDonald has it. 13 seconds left to go. They go up ahead to LaHoo. LaHoo to Colin McDonald. His follow-away shot, and it rolls around the rim and falls down with about 5 seconds left to go. That's why you're up 17. Three ball missed by Simmons. Rebound, Lynn, outlet, LaHoo. Hangs in the air and finishes at the other end. It's 35. They just have not been able to solve this Portsmouth half-court defense. Here's a three by Len. It rattles around the rim. And here's Fenor in the lane. Pass it down low. McDonald, strong take, and the foul. That was good execution. Final 3 seconds. Portsmouth's going to just hold on to it. And that's it. 46-34 is the final. Portsmouth comes into Souhegan with a very impressive win. Not aesthetically impressive, but impressive in the fact that they came into Amherst and won the game.
Tonight's Division II
Got Mike Heaney here, head coach of Souhegan Sabres, and I'm sure not the way you wanted your senior night to go. You lose 46-34. That's a heck of a defensive basketball team.
It is. I mean, Portsmouth's as good as they come defensively. It seems like we say that every year about them. They make you play on one side of the court. They make you not be strong with the ball because we're trying so hard to stay ahead of the traps, so you get a little bit looser with the ball. To be honest, though, Jim and I was just joking. I thought our defense was pretty good too. Had we made a few darn shots, maybe it's a closer game down the stretch.
And how frustrating is it to you? I mean, you saw them missing a lot of free throws. I think they were 12 for 29 from the line, and you still lose by 12.
Yeah, I mean, I'm joking with Jim saying my assistant coach is yelling, we should just foul him, and I'm kind of laughing, going, who's going to finish the game? Ford fouled out early. Hayes fouls out. So, yeah, you could look at it and say make them beat us from the free throw line, but on some you got to have 5 guys on the floor. Yeah, I mean, just really frustrating. Take nothing away from Portsmouth. Terrific team, always are. But if we make some shots, it should be a closer game.
So you're 9-6 now. You got 3 games left to go. You got some tough games. You got Hanover coming up. You got, I think, Plymouth and Cole Brown. So playoff positioning is all important. I guess now let's try and get that home game, at least one home game.
That's exactly the message now. It's really one game at a time and focus on one simple goal, which is a home playoff game. And for better or worse, we've got 3 teams coming up who we very likely could see in the first round. This was the last game with teams who were ahead of us in the standings. So now we got to kind of hold serve a little bit. Beat teams that we should beat, even though they're tough. Going to Cole Brown, going to Hanover is real tough. Plymouth's playing good basketball. But we're going to see teams who, in all likelihood, we could see in the next couple of weeks. So, it is what it is.
All right, Coach, we appreciate the time, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thank you, Pete.
Jim Mulvey here, head coach of the Portsmouth Clippers. It is our Sentinel Title Services Game of the Week. Unfortunately, this one didn't live up to its billing. I mean, I'm sure you'll take the win. It wasn't exactly aesthetically pleasing, but I'm sure you're happy.
Yeah, I disagree. I think it was an outstanding game. I mean, 16 points after 3 quarters. You're not going to lose many games doing that. And I don't know if any other team's going to hold them to 16 and 3 quarters, so I thought it was outstanding.
When you look at what you're able to do against them and Brandon Lenn in particular, I mean, he had 14 points, but most of that was in the fourth quarter. What did you guys do to him defensively if you feel like maybe giving that away?
Well, he only had 6 after 3 periods. And that was all Donovan. Donovan was just containing him. He didn't let him go where he wants to go. And you got to keep him out of the middle. If he gets in the middle, he either scores, he creates for other people. And I think he got in the middle probably 3 or 4 times in the whole game.
What about your team right now? You got 2 games left in the regular season. A lot of people would have to agree that it's a winnable game against Kennett. And then you got Pelham. I saw Matt Regan here in the stand scouting you guys tonight. But you started off 2-2, and you got on a little bit of roll. I think you're 11 of 12 right now, putting yourself in a real good position for the playoffs.
Yeah, this was a huge win. We're trying to get 2 home playoff games, and Pelham will be tough for us. And we got to get healthy. Missing Ben tonight, big part of our offense. When they put pressure on us, we really missed him, but other kids stepped up and did a great job.
What is the status? I mean, do you expect to get Ben Landry back?
Yeah, I think he'll be back. I think he's just day-to-day. Yeah.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations on another win and great defensive effort here. And you ended up winning by 12, 46-34. Thanks so much.
Yep, thanks very much.
All right, ready? Portsmouth wins it 46-34 at Souhegan. Got 3 of the guys that were a big part of it tonight. Donovan Fenor, we got Colin McDonald and Travis McDonald. Start with you, Travis. You led the team in scoring with 11 points, but the defense is what people think of when they think of Portsmouth. This guy right here did a tremendous job on Len. You guys all helping out, but your coach was very, very much thrilled with the way you guys went out there defensively.
Yeah, definitely. Our defense, we held them to 34 points, so that was clearly really well. Offense, it was a little shaky tonight, but we're lucky we have good defense, and we shut them out on that. But it was a good win, good team win, and I thought that everyone did good. Younger people stepping up and playing, and it was just a good team win.
Donovan, defensively, you knew you had your hands full with Brandon Lem, but you also have some help here. I mean, when you envisioned what this thing was going to play out like tonight, did you envision you'd be able to do such a good job on him?
You know what? It all started in practice when we were going over, hedging and everything that we were going to do for him, because he really is their team when it comes down to it. So it was a little bit intimidating, but I mean, I came out here and I just tried to, stay on him as best as I could, try to match up with his quickness.
Let's talk to you, Colin. I mean, you got to go against big 6'5" offensive lineman heading to UH, Jake Kennedy. What is it like banking against him?
Well, Kenny's been on Souhegan for a couple years for football, and my buddy Rick Holt's always been going against him, but and I never have had to because I'm not on the D line or the O line. But he's a big boy, and he's probably gonna do good things at UNH. He's a heck of a player.
How are you guys feeling? I mean, 2 games left in the regular season. I don't think there was a ton of hype about it. No one knew. People knew you guys were going to be good going into this season. Portsmouth is always good, but you guys have come out and really proved that, hey, people can talk about Pembroke all they want, some of the other teams, Souhegan including Lebanon. I'm sure I'm leaving some teams out, but Portsmouth's going to be there right to the end.
Yeah, basically because it's just going to start with our defense. When in games like these, Coach talks about it all the time, these are tournament-type games, so when we win games like these, it just prepares us for the tournament coming up. So, you know, we're ready for it, and we're ready for the hunt.
And Travis, let's have you take this one. One of your senior classmates, Ben Landry, not able to play tonight. You guys picked him up, and Coach says he'll probably be back, but what did that mean to you guys to get the win without him?
It was huge to get the win without him. It shows that the younger players stepping up, playing, doing good, filling his role. He was definitely missed out there tonight. He's a great defender, great offensive player. He was definitely missed out there, but it's huge to get a win without him.
All right, we got Travis McDonald, Colin McDonald, Donovan Fenor from Portsmouth. 46-34 the final. They beat Souhegan on the road, improved to 13-3. Pete Terrier for NHSportsPage.com. Final score in our Sentinel Title Services Game of the Week, 46-34. Portsmouth beating Souhegan, improving to 13-3 on the season. Souhegan down to 9-6. Pete Terrier along with our videographer, John Kesty. Just get you some final numbers. Portsmouth spreading it around pretty well offensively. 11 for McDonald. Charlie LaHoo with 10 points. Then you have Fenor with 7. Colin McDonald with 6 points. For Souhegan, Brandon Len had 14. And then Zach Simmons 7. No one else had more than 4 points. Jake Kennedy had 4. Just a bad middle couple of quarters offensively for Souhegan. Bad shooting, good defense by Portsmouth, the combination. And they only scored 8 points in those 2 quarters combined, 3 in the second, 5 in the third. And Portsmouth really able to survive without putting up a lot of points themselves. Good defense will do that. Portsmouth rolling on here. They won 11-12. Souhegan, they get some tough games towards the end of the season, but you know that you can't count them out in the playoffs, especially with Brandon Len. That wraps it up from here. If you want the full DVD of this, including the play-by-play, all the pregame, halftime, postgame stuff, send us an email, info@nhsportspage.com. We'll tell you how we can get you that DVD. Once again, signing off here from Souhegan in Amherst, I'm Pete Terrier on nhsportspage.com.